Y'all finna hear the fan because it's on and popping. Welcome to Virgo season, y'all. We're about to have this new moon in Virgo, and it's going to affect people with Virgo specific words. We're still in the retrograde shadow. Don't let it slip. Retrograde is out here. I don't actually know the degrees, but if you want to check all that stuff, you definitely can look that up. But I would say it would affect earth signs the most, and potentially Pisces risings, because that means Virgo is in your 7th house. And so, if you have those placements, this might be extra resonant for you, or maybe not. We shall see, right? So, let's we're also beginning eclipse season, and so told my client that we're beginning eclipse season, and so this year's beginning of eclipse season, for me it's a closeout and new beginnings. So we're closing out certain relationship cycles. With Virgo specifically, it's our day-to-day rituals, how we treat our body, wellness, care, the healing elements on a holistic level. So mind, body, soul. If you've been overdoing it and you feel burnt out, this is the moon for you to start recalibrating and reconfiguring what feeling well looks like and being of service to yourself. As much as everyone's like, Virgo is the sign of service, it's to yourself and your well-being first. And then you can, work externally. So, I am calling in sacred space in order to give clearer messages. Let's open up the connections, the vibes for those who need the message, right, for this new moon. Perhaps rituals, and so may I provide the clearest and concisest and most resonant answers for the people who need it. Thank you in advance, Spirit folks, Spirit team, and teams, right? So let's open up this space and let's just begin to see what we got. I did see, while I was just shuffling some of the oracle cards, love this, some of the oracle cards, it was trust your intuition. So, I will say we got the devil in reverse. The things that have been sucking your energy, the things, the cords, the things that have the decisions, the lack of self-care, the lack of boundaries, with self and others, the overdoing it, the signing up to do way too much, any form of self-sabotage by your choice and your choice alone can and will come to an end. Right? Pay attention to the people who have become entitled to your time. Pay attention to the people who have become enabled by you either being overly considerate or overly helpful, right? The devil usually is contracts, connections, things that are not necessarily good for you. And so, holding yourself accountable gently and also enforcing your boundaries, since it is in the reverse. Also, be very mindful of people being attracted to you for the wrong reasons, right? Like, let's say you're doing really great in your life and for the first time you're on the up and up. Some people will want to siphon off energy with this moon right here, which feels like the black moon Lilith. Stand up for your right to say no and do not go back on it. So let's get into these messages. All right. I'll do a, whatchamacallit, I'll pan them. Oh, I guess well, I'm trying to find the one that flipped. Well, if I see it again, all right. So that's for that. One more. Oh, okay. Well, I said it. These for the first time I actually know what they say. And although the shop is closed, the pocket deck is available and it's shiny and gold. I actually gifted one of my decks to a friend, and so we're using the original size. So this is card number 1. Card number 2. And card number 3. I'll give you a moment to decide. Ooh, not my foot falling. All right, let us begin. All right. So this is in reverse. Remember your worth. Rhodochrosite, which is really good for doing deep emotional work. And then we have the Root of Cups. Trying to figure out how to place this the best. Okay, right there. I'll go back in minutes. I'm sorry. You know, the way the things were set up. I'll be doing my best. Alright. All this white space and stuff. Alright. Root of Cups. The Root of Cups is literally a small token sometimes, right? Like when we plant the seed and things are finally starting to grow and we don't see anything yet, but the seed has burst, it is starting to take its roots, it's starting to expand, and it's eventually going to become, be it a tree, a fruit, whatever. And so having Root of Cups is like slow, intentional, new beginnings around emotional desires, well-beings, relationships of some kind, fulfillment, right? Emotional fulfillment. And so as opportunities come your way, be it in relationship, be it in relationship to others and self, or work opportunities, remember to ask for more, negotiate. We have a phrase, cuenta clara conservan amistades. Stating what you desire clearly conserves friendships, but we also say that as like being clear of your expectations and your wants will conserve more than relationships. It ensures and nurtures partnerships, understanding of jobs, right? You're not lucky to be there. You have something that they want. Don't let them play in your face. As much as it could be more than you even expected, and you can still be like, I am so excited to, do this opportunity. I'd actually like to come with your receipts, come with the salary is actually around this in my area or average or whatever, and just be like super excited to start, to be a part of the team. But hey girl, add a little $20,000 to this or whatever, right? Be it $5 so they can give you three, 10,000 so they could give you seven, whatever it is. So make sure you advocate for your worth. Also, do not water people, places, and things that are causing you to be exhausted. If it is not equal exchange, at this point in time, stop playing with these people. Because the thing about Virgo is, the relationships that a Virgo is in, and this can be also your house, so even if you're not a Virgo, wherever it is on your chart, because we all got every sign, wherever it is in your chart, it can be a detriment to your well-being if people are extracting from you and you are allowing them, right? And so the most important theme for you is making sure you are having equal energy exchanges. And it's not, oh, I'm gonna write everything down that this person did or didn't do. It's, when I give love to this person, I feel loved back because they're giving me love in return the way that I need it to be. A friend that maybe it's not every day, but you still check up on each other. A partner that listens to your needs and you listen to theirs and y'all show up. A job that gives you the days off that you need without having it to be such a big issue. Whatever it is, right? So allow yourself to take root and ground yourself in ensuring that my emotional cup is filling. Don't let anybody throw that off for you. I would also say do energetic protection work. It can be as simple as calling your energy back, or as extensive as a full ritual, whatever you feel called to. Because as much as I can give you stuff, ask, pray, talk to whomever, and you probably would get an inkling of what you need. It could just be going to sleep. It could just be putting your phone on D&D. Don't underestimate the little rituals that we do. It's the most important thing about Virgo season and in general, that it's like, oh, this is so simple, it's easy to overlook. These will be really important for you. What you do in your day-to-day is what ensures you're being filled, right? Like your emotional cup is being filled. So if you need to go for a walk, go for a walk. Touch grass if you roll around in the grass if you want to. But give yourself what you need first so you can show up for others. Whether you're a parent, whether you're a big boss, entrepreneur, it doesn't matter. Find 30 minutes of something for you, right? Hey, kids, this is me time, 30 minutes. If, speak to your other parent, or, hey, friend, can you watch my kid for 30 minutes? Whatever. You know what to do. Okay? So remember your worth. Don't let these people play in your face, and don't play in your own face. Okay, sometimes we feel insecure and we give ourselves a lot of bullshit and tell ourselves we're not good enough, and you live a whole life doing that. Whole time, people are out here wishing they knew you or that they could be in community with you or whatever it is. So don't sleep. Please don't. Nobody's perfect. Everybody's winging it. And as long as you do your best and be present, that is more than enough. Thank you, card number 1. We are on card number 2. Prioritize your health. All right. Virgo is for this, right? So if you've been waiting to go to the doctor, it's time to make the appointment. It's time to call. It's time to sign up for the whatever. It's time to get back on ClassPass. Whatever you know you've been needing to do, it's time to get that done. If you've been feeling off, go get all of your labs. Check for all of the things, because we need you here. You are here, and you are part of the energetic equilibrium of spirit, universe, whatever you believe in. We need you here. If your mental health has not been okay, get some help. It is okay to get some help, to get support, to get tools to deal with shit. I actually have a video about this on TikTok and Instagram at Astrolyszics about the 12th house and how what we do in our day-to-day and the things that we deal with, and sometimes we have to suppress, affects how our minds are. And if you've been burnt out for a long time, maybe it's time to ask for leave. So whatever you gotta do, be it that you need to go to 5 different doctors to do different shit until you get an answer, do that. Try an alternative thing, or whatever it is that you need to do, get your health together. The sooner, the earlier, the better. So that way, I know it's scary, but that way if you hear something that you don't really like, I'm hoping that it's early enough to get things together. 7 of Stones, literally, if you look at it, they're in deep contemplation. So if you need to get the fuck, go on a vacation, be it a week, be it if you can get leave, and just like fully re-engage with life without being productive. If you have the privilege to do it, stop fucking wasting other people's time and do that shit. Many times when we are exhausted, we are burnt out, we are beyond our cortisol level limits, we turn into miserable people. And when we suppress our misery, I truly believe that that's when things start going awry internally. And so, recalibrate, friend. You've done the work. Let the work unfold. Let it do its thing. Move out the way of spirit. Being in constant desperation is not going to move shit along. It's just going to make you sick, to be quite honest. And that's easier said than done. But this is literally, 7 of Stones is literally asking you to just go and smell the roses. You've literally done all the work, right? Like, part of your work is your wellness. And that's something I don't think enough people say. Part of your responsibility in life is to be as well as possible, regardless if society allows you to do so. So, it don't get any clearer than that. Nothing else is important besides you. Work. Oh, work. There's so much work. That's what it's meant to do. Be alive forever. So it's gonna be there. Let them wait. They can wait. Unless you're out here curing, I don't know, diseases and figuring out world peace, I'm sure you can take time off. Literally, trigger warning and death. Literally, a woman was found dead 4 days later at her job. Yeah, prioritize your health, because that's some crazy shit. It's disturbing that no one paid attention, and it's dehumanizing. There's just so many things to that it's just like, they don't care about you, child. Go live your life. Go be in your life. Go re-engage with life. Smell the roses. Go to a what is it called? It's not a gardenium because that doesn't exist. In Atlanta, they have this like garden museum situation, and literally looking at plants reduces your cortisol level. Go do that. Go do that. Go do that. Or start planting flowers or something. Get yourself something that helps kind of just like bring you closer back to the breath, to I am here now and this is all I have, right? And I am sure there are more than one person that's like, I want to spend time with you again. So health is important. It's part of being wealthy. That's why so many people in privileged spaces prioritize it. You can't be abundant if you ain't trying to live long. Okay? Card number 3. We'll see what this story is. Oh. Okay. So this jade is very green, which is the heart center. And so I am very I don't have the right words, but being the bigger person isn't being passive. Sometimes being the bigger person is letting somebody know and holding them accountable for their bullshit. Sometimes it is keeping the peace, but not at your expense. Sometimes it's, I don't need to go get revenge. It will unfold just how it needs to. Sometimes it's forgiving yourself for being in something maybe you had no business doing, or you knew just in your spirit that it was off, but you kept going anyway. So there's many ways to this. It's not always this like turn the other cheek ass bullshit, because I'm not about that life. But sometimes disengaging completely with somebody is also being the bigger person. Sometimes it's releasing somebody and just being like, oh, this person is never gonna see me again, because you've tried more than once to let them know, hey, and they just kept doing their bullshit. So there's an ending happening for you. Usually the death, I want to show you this because people get scared with this card. This is what I love about this card. You see the little hermit crab is moving, it has left its old shell that it no longer fits in to go into a new one. Endings are the beginnings you never knew you needed. Are they hard? Do they bring grief? Do you have to heal from certain things? Absolutely. Absolutely. Will you cry? Will you scream? Maybe. But when you move to that next space and you're like, oh, it's roomy in here. There's enough space for me and who I am becoming. Bigger and better is the energy for this. Do not fear what you don't know. Sometimes the grass is greener on the other side. Sometimes the ending with somebody, even if they're amazing, you gotta ask yourself, if this person was amazing, imagine the next person. Like, we are just beginning. You haven't met all the people that are going to love you yet. You haven't been in the positions that you have been meant to be in yet. You haven't experienced all of the life that is ordained for you and that you are out there to experience yet. Do not burn your hands holding on to a rope that has nothing on the other side, right? Do not hold on to something that has been letting you go all this time. Do not anchor yourself in a ship that has no destination. Taking a leap of faith is scary. Saying goodbye is sad. But you are the bigger person. You're wider, you're expansive, and sometimes the space that you are in, you have completed what you were there to do. And there's not enough space for you yet. It's kind of like Alice in Wonderland, and she goes from being really, really tiny to big as hell in this space, and she don't fit in the space. And she damn near gonna drown everybody because she's crying because she can't fit in the space anymore. Get up out of there. Stop bullshitting. Stop wasting your time and the time of others and go off. Have an adventure. Maybe there's U-turns. Maybe there's dead ends. You don't know until you try. And what if it all ends up being amazing? And that is what I leave you with. If you enjoyed the reading, please feel free to subscribe. Please like, share it with a homie, tell a homie. I'm here for all of the moon readings, so that is what I like to do. I haven't done an erotic reading. If you are into those, I have some available. And I will see you next time. I will be closing out Sacred Space with this rose quartz. I will probably reopen the shop later in the month, as I will be celebrating with the rest of the Virgos out here. So happy birthday to my fellow Virgos. And I'm closing out Sacred Space. Thank you for bringing in messages that I hope resonates with the people them. And I close out the connections to others, to spirit, to all the people, things, and thems. And if anything energetically has been exchanged or is not in consent, may we alchemize it into something beautiful. And that is my closing out, everybody. Be safe. Happy new moon in Virgo. And this next series of moons will be in effect for the next 2 years. So pay attention, write notes, journal, because you might want to refer to them later. Be easy, be well, and be safe.